your man, Louis T. Welcome to the 2019 NFL Draft Prospects 101 series, your guide to some of the biggest and hottest names of the 2019 NFL Draft. We're talking edge rushers, and this next guy feels like one of the few can't-miss prospects in this draft. He looks just like his brother on the football field, and despite a core injury that limited him to just 3 games a season ago, this is a guy you feel really confident spending a top 5 pick on in the 2019 NFL Draft. I'm talking about the Ohio State University edge rusher, Nick Bosa. This is a guy that comes with the complete package, just like his brother. Again, he's a splitting image of his brother Joey, and that's why I think so many people are comfortable with making this selection early on in the draft. Not to mention, in this league, you have to be able to impact the quarterback. After the quarterback position, the next important position in this game is the edge rusher, and Nick Bosa going to be one of the best, if not the best, in this draft. He's definitely the most complete of all the edge rushers in this draft, able to affect the game from not just in the ability to stop the run, but also getting to the quarterback with that patented hand down, man down, Bosa hand slap technique. And so this is a guy that has the complete package. He's got everything you're looking for. The only question that I have for Nick Bosa at the next level is, can he stay healthy? And I don't want to label him as an injury-prone guy, but his brother has had injury history in the NFL, and he now has an injury history coming into the NFL. And now it's something that you have to be somewhat concerned about. Not a lot of body fat on these Bosas. I think that's also something to take into consideration. But if this guy's healthy, he's going to be a stud at the next level. You take a look at what he was able to do in 2017 and 2018. Most of these games are going to be from 2017 because of the injury in 2018, limiting him to only 3 games. But you're talking about a 6'4", 266-pound, 3-year edge rusher out of the Ohio State University, 30 career games, 17 and a half sacks, 29 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, 2 PBUs. So let's get to what he was able to do on film, and we'll start in 2017 on the road versus their hated rivals in the Michigan Wolverines. This first play, he ragdolls the tackle to help stop the back on 2nd and 1. You'll see him fall down on the ground sometimes. He never gives up on a play. He's relentless that way, able to help stop that back and bring up a 3rd and 1. Imagine if there's no help here on this play. He beat the tackle so quick. That guard was there to save his life. Bosa would have been in there to get to the quarterback errant throw anyway, so it really didn't matter. Bypasses the tackle here. Bull rushes the guard. Almost gets home on the quarterback. That's a hell of a play there by Bosa. Still a great pass by the quarterback. Even better catch by the tight end. But watch him bench press the tight end while tracking the ball here to make the tackle. This is why you love this guy, because you can't block him with the tight end. If you try to do that, you're going to embarrass yourself, as you'll see watching this film study. And here, he's a little over-aggressive on read option here and gives up a rush lane to the outside. And you'll see that from him with time to time. You can use his aggressiveness against him, but I'm not going to fault him. Read option is tough, but you got to stay at home in that situation. And here, he fights through the pulling guard to help make the tackle. And again, that's why you love this guy, because he is just as stout in the run game as he is a pass defender. And that's what you're looking for, a guy that can do it all if you're going to spend a top 5 pick on him. As we go to 2017 championship game versus the Wisconsin Badgers in the Big Ten. Here, excellent job of shutting the door on his comeback lane. As you see him there, get his hands on the back, help bring him down after a 5-yard gain. Good job of closing down that cutback lane. Here, blowing up a play by any means necessary. He defeats the block and makes a tackle for loss with just body contact. He really doesn't wrap up here. It's just the fact that he's in the backfield, blowing it up, and actually gets a piece of the back without even wrapping up. He was a man-child early in this game. Fights through traffic to contact the back behind the line of scrimmage on this particular play here. They had no answer for him early in this football game. He was everywhere, blowing stuff up. And here, watch the closing speed to disrupt this tight end screen. They want to set up a tight end screen. He gets a little piece of Fumagalli here, and then he explodes to the quarterback. And he really wants to set this up and have a cleaner release, but he can't. Bosa's in his grill before he can really get rid of the football the way he wants to. And that's what you get from Bosa. The closing speed is ridiculous. Finally here, he wins with his hands to run the arc and get the sack. Watch him dip inside of Fumagalli and make him whiff on this chip. And then he beats the tackle, Michael Dieter, to the quarterback That's gorgeous. That is outstanding. You get a better look at this. Watch him make Fumagalli whiff. And you don't get to see this very often. Watch him dip inside of Fumagalli. He is anticipating chip. Watch him make him miss and then beat Michael Dieter hand down, man down. Watch him make Fumagalli whiff though. Whoops! You see Fumagalli slip, try to get a piece, and then he just beats Michael Dieter around the corner and gets to the quarterback, Hornibrook, for the sack. That is awesome right there from Bosa. That's a great look at what he does best, the patented hand down, man down. That's the Bosa trademark right there, and you'll see that plenty more times in this breakdown, as Bosa is an outstanding pass rusher. Here we'll go to USC in their bowl game in 2017. It's only one play, but it's a play that I talked about earlier in which you can't block this guy with a tight end. You're going to pay for this if you try to block him with the tight end. They tried to block him not only with the tight end, they had the back come over and chip. Both were unsuccessful. That's great get off right there. Then hand down, man down on the tight end. Running back, you're too small, get off of me. And Sam Darnold is bagged on the play by Bosa. You cannot try to block this guy with a tight end or you're going to pay for it. As we move to 2018 versus Oregon State, look how he goes low and tries to get the sack on this screenplay. This is ridiculous. You can't usually go this low on a play and get to a quarterback. The balance that it requires to stay on your feet going that low to the ground is ridiculous. And the fact that he was almost able to get there on a screen, no less, insane. That's utterly ridiculous on that play. And that's the kind of athleticism you're getting here in Nick Bosa. This next play, quick hands to produce imminent pressure on the quarterback. This is what he does. Like I said, this is the patented Bosa special. All right. Hand down, man down, slaps the hand down of the tackle, and now he's off to the races, almost gets to the quarterback, but he's able to throw the football away and salvage the play. This next one, beautiful spin to locate the ball carrier and get a piece of the tackle. See him spin off of that block and now find the ball carrier and help get him down on the ground. That's awesome stuff there by Nick Bosa. And here, this is the patented Bosa hand down, man down, tackle beater for the sack. Watch the closing speed here too. All right, hand down. Now the quarterback's man down. Look at that. Look at the way he closes there. That's ridiculous how fast he closes to get that sack. Here, inside quickness plus hand usage equals sack. And the beauty here is you saw the play before. He was able to use the outside move to get to the quarterback. So now that tackle is oversetting to the outside. He goes inside and gets to the quarterback. That's awesome stuff right there as we get to the TCU game where he ended up getting injured. Takes on a double team here and able to help stop this run just by taking on the double team and not giving up any space there. That's awesome. Now this next play, patented Bosa hand down, man down, tackle beater for the sack, forced fumble, and subsequent recovery in the end zone by Ohio State for the touchdown. I mean, you'll get another look at this. This is quintessential Nick Bosa right here. If you want to know what this guy is in a nutshell, this is it as a pass rusher right here. Hand down on this tackle. That tackle stood no chance. I don't even know what the hell that tackle's doing. What kind of set is that? But nonetheless, not only does he get to the quarterback, but he's looking to get the football out. The first thing he did there was chop the football. That's gorgeous. This next play, he's duped by read option again, comes down too far, doesn't keep contained again. We saw that earlier in the breakdown. He did it again here. That's something he'll have to clean up. Teams are going to be aware of his over aggressiveness, and they're going to try to use it against him at the next level. But right here, he's able to go hard outside, back inside, split a double team, and almost gets to the quarterback. And I think it's his pressure that forces the errant throw here on this play. So that's Bosa doing what he does best. And this is the play he ends up getting injured on. Doesn't look like much here, right? Comes around the corner, goes down a little awkwardly, but it doesn't look like much. But that's the last play he would play in an Ohio State Buckeyes uniform right there as you see him walk off the field gingerly. And that was it for him at Ohio State. And the beauty, though, of Nick Bosa, there was plenty of tape, okay, from 2016 and 2017 and even into 2018 as we got to take a look at a couple of games in 18 before his injury. This is a guy that is highly skilled, highly talented. You know what you're getting, all right? And so, again, my only thing is, can he stay healthy? And I'm not going to hold this against him because he was relatively healthy at Ohio State during his career. This one injury kind of marred his career at Ohio State in terms of injury history. But nonetheless, you know what you're getting here in Nick Bosa. And I'm taking a low-hanging fruit here. I don't care. You know, this is an easy comparison to make. He's his brother in terms of who he is as a player. He's Joey Bosa. Obviously, that's low-hanging fruit. That's an easy comparison. That's lazy. I don't care. You call it what you want. He's a split image of his brother, a splitting image of his brother in terms of who he is as a football player. They look the same, they play the same, they move the same. You know what you're getting, though. And like I said, his brother has laid the blueprint and the template for what you should expect from Nick Bosa. And if he's anything like his brother, he's going to be a guy that's going to wreak havoc at the next level. And so that's why everyone's confident that he's going to be the first edge rusher off the board. And you'd be remiss if you didn't take this guy number one after, of course, quarterback come off the board or Quintin Williams. To me, Nick Bosa is the second best player in this draft. He's one of those guys that you just know what you're getting. And so there's that. In any event, that's Nick Bosa and what he brings to the table in his film breakdown. I'm your man, Louis T, signing off. Remember, if it's not your man T, it's not the best NFL coverage. It could be. Make sure you subscribe to the Louis T Network for more great content, as we're going to pump out more of these videos pre-draft. And also after the draft, we're going to break down each and every single team's draft individually and talk about all the players that they selected. So make sure you stay tuned for that series, as well as we'll get into the draft wrap-up series after the draft is done. Also, make sure you check out the Louis T Network podcast, available on Stitcher, Google Music Play, Apple Podcasts, available on TuneIn, Spotify, and of course the website louistnetwork.net. So, oh yeah, draft party. Want to watch the draft somewhere? You're not watching it with anybody, not doing anything on the draft? Come check it out with us here on the Louis T Network. We'll be watching the first 2 days of the draft, first 3 rounds, that is. So day 1, first round, we'll be here. We'll break down every single selection. We'll do the same on day 2 for rounds 2 and 3. So come join your man Louis T for the draft party in 2019 here on the Louis T Network live. I'm your man Louis T. See you next time. Have a good one.
Louis T Network.